All right, also people, we are here in academic briefing by our representative from academic department. This session is for information systems. They'll be talking about the program of information system. Okay, I'm still waiting for the speaker to actually enter the session. Basically, while waiting, let's have a chat. I can see there are a few guests already in. Where I can see Afifa, I can see Shamimi. Welcome. I do hope both of you are in your best of condition and health. Right? If I may ask both of you, where are you from? Is it from KL? Is it from Penang? All right. Maybe you can drop your answer in discussion forum. Okay. Um, and if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay, feel free to ask. I'm still waiting for the speaker to join me. All right, we have some technicalities that need to be settled. Okay, and we do hope to have, yes, we have our speaker standing by. Oh, all right, Afifa from Shah Alam. Oh, okay, good foods in Shah Alam. Okay, um, do hope to be there sometimes later. Okay, all right, our speaker is now ready. Okay, before I invite him to the floor, I do hope that all of you have prepared your question needed, all right, to ask about information systems. Please do not hesitate. All right, this is your chance to ask questions. Okay, just ask anything that you need to know about information system. Do not what we call be shy. Right, we don't eat people. We eat good foods here. Okay. Without further ado, Mr. Jaleh, I invite you to the floor to share about our information systems. Please welcome.
Um, okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Jali Ahmad. I joined UTP in 2001, March 16. So since then, I joined UTP. I've been attached to the Department of Computer and Information Sciences, CISD. So let me share some screen. Okay. Okay, I have a small slide that I have to share with you all. This is about IS, so I'm going to explain a little bit about the subjects or the main component of this course. Um, this is a little bit about me. I graduated in 2000, taking a Bachelor of Computer Sciences from UPM, Serdang. And then in 2002, I I do my MSc or Master in Science in Autonomous System. Autonomous System is just another name for AI. Maybe many of you know AI more than Autonomous System. So Autonomous System is actually artificial intelligence. It's only another name for AI from University of Exeter in UK. And then I continue as a lecturer starting from 2003. And these are my teaching areas. So the areas that I'm mostly interested in, firstly is computer programming, AI, as you all know, and then calculus and algebra, statistics, and discrete mathematics. My research interests are pattern recognition, where we use cameras, we use videos to recognize we call symbols, And then face recognition. You are all familiar with face recognition, maybe. For example, to access your smart devices. Optimization is an area where we want to find, for example, the minimum cost with the what you call maximum output. And then another area is genetic algorithm. This is quite what we call deep and intensive area in research, and then AI in general. So let me introduce a little bit. What is IS, information system? Information system is designed to prepare graduate for uh, called like resource planning. Resource planning mean how do you manage the manpower? What are the like IT facilities? What are the securities that we have in an organization? So we have to find the appropriate software and hardware. We have to like suggest what kind of package that a specific company should have in order to run their business. That is resource planning. Then we'll be involved also in system analysis. You're going to analyze what will be the traffic in your organization, what are the security measures that you have to implement generally, what will be the cost, electricity, what is the the risk factor of using a specific system. And then IS graduate or IS expert would be also involved mostly in the design of the software itself. So any organization should have, a proper system plan specific for their business, for their budget, and of course, depending on the size of the company itself. And then you are going to be prepared in terms of what we call DBMS, database management system. Uh, Maybe some of you might have used Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access. So those are sample of DBMS, database management system. Of course, in enterprise you have like SAP, you have Oracle, such that are used for what you call managing the information, whether it uh, coming from the market, coming from external resources. You have to manage this information, including the information about your customer, about your maybe supplier, about the vendor. So these are what we call DBMS, or database management system. And IS expert also involved in business application. Business application might include, for example, the what we call warehousing application, ordering system, stock inventory system. What else? Customer feedback system. So all those are what we call business application. And at UTP, we give the opportunity for RS graduate to take any of these four measures for what we call field elective. Uh, the first one is data analytics, um, which is now quite important for company that will compete in ever challenging IT trend. We have also cybersecurity, where you manage the security of the data of that the organization is storing. We know now that we have to we call comply with the PDPA, which is it Personal Data Protection Act, where we have to make sure that the information about the customer, about sensitive information that we store in our company are secured. There's no breach of information. And the third one is what we call enterprise system. Is dealing more on the system that mostly big companies will use. What are system that you're going to use in your company. And then lastly, the major that you may choose is software quality. So if you're talking about software, there are certain factors or features that you have to maintain. For example, the security, the speed, the integrity, the authority, the authentication. Those are, the some of the software quality um, that we have to promise. Call it. Some people call it QS, quality of service. So far, do you have any question regarding this IS? Bachelor of Business Information System. Bachelor of Information System. Any question? Okay, if not, then maybe I can proceed the next slide. Okay, in IS, some of the field that you may be opting later on after you graduate are communication area, hardware, database, internet, security, software design, network, servers, and so on. So you can find this kind of area that you can, you can choose as your career path from Google. Um, so these are what we call the industrial revolution. We know that we are now in uh, IR 4.0 or the fourth industrial revolution. As you can see at the glance, the first industrial mostly try to you use machine to automate repetitive tasks. Second industrial revolution, the introduction of electricity. You have like combustion engine for airplanes. You have also telephone, car, radio, mass production of the goods. And then third industrial revolution, we include automation. So you have factories that can automate in producing, for example, some electronic devices. But this, what you call third industrial revolution, does not include the interconnectivity between the machine or between the robot, you could say. That's why we have the fourth industrial revolution, or we call it IR 4.0. Uh, the term that is coined in IR 4.0 is cyber physical system, where every devices has ID, and they keep on like receiving and giving information to each other, so they are interconnected. In this IR 4.0, you can have, for example, a factory that can produce a different product at different time, at real time, based on the demand from customer. So it's not anymore the traditional way where factories produce product like in batches. For example, you have product A. In third industrial revolution, you have to produce, for example, some 10,000 or maybe 50,000 pieces. But in IR 4.0, you can produce maybe five product for type A, and then as the order or the demand come from the customer in real time, you can produce like six product of type B and so on. So this one is more flexible. And actually every entity that are connected in this IR 4.0 will receive this information, for example, about the number of production of type A product real time. So for example, a supplier for a specific product, they can actually keep track of their current stock. They can order in real time, and their order will be actually produced by the factory in real time. So they don't have to wait, for example, after the first batch is completed and so on. So this is more interesting of way doing business. Some of the jobs that may be applied to actually in general IT and IS are sharing uh, some area in job application. So you can be a system analyst, you can be a database management system, it can be the security admin, you can be the system integration manager, you can be what we call the software uh, admin. So you can find this opportunity for IS and IT actually. The salary for IS and IT graduate, I would say it would be ranging from 3,000 to 5,000. Maybe can be up until 6,000 per month. Uh, from 3,000 to 6,000 for IS graduate. You can find maybe the latest information about the salary range from the Google. I think I have one slide here. One, uh, I don't know how to. Okay, let me open my. Hopefully, you can see this one. This one, what I Google just now. This one is for IT and IS average salaries in Malaysia in 2021. So roughly from the lowest is 3,430 Malaysian ringgit up to 10,800. This is the what we call the extreme range. But most of the time, I would say from 3,000 to 6,000 or 7,000. Depending, of course, on the number of years of your experience. All right, let me proceed. Okay, so this is more for IT, but sometimes they are very similar. This one is the previous data. Okay, maybe I can share a little bit about. Okay. About the courses that we are offering for IS graduate. So these are the what I mentioned just now as the what you call major for IS program. We have four: data analytics, cybersecurity, enterprise systems, software quality. Okay. So the objective of this information system program is to produce professionals who can apply the knowledge in information system. When you're talking about information system, um, you can actually subdivide into what I call smaller section, such as managing and controlling the software. Uh, okay, supporting the as a what I call IS expert, you would normally support your organization to make a decision or supporting the organization decision making. Because IS will normally provide what you call the insight INSIGHT from all the data that your organization is actually storing or keeping track. For example, a hypermarket may be supported by IS expert to purchase which product for certain festive season. So, for example, for Chinese New Year or Chinese Lunar Year festive season, they would maybe purchase like lemon or maybe mandarins or maybe locum. You know how many ton. So based on the previous historical data, so that will actually support the organization to plan the purchase, for example. So that is IS. And as IS expert, you are also expected to communicate effectively in commercial and business environment. Because at UTP, we prepare our graduate to be to be fluent in we call in cyber security, cyber law, cyber ethical, and how to actually close a business. We provide communication skill, soft skill, and as IS expert, you'll be also be fluent, well versed in the concept of IS and what are the normally the tool that the what you call the company or the organization will use. So you have some program at UTP where you can be professionally certified. So we have like we call memorandum of understanding with companies that are expert in business tool. So these are the educational objective of IS program at UTP. You as a professional can apply the knowledge in IS, and what are the emerging technologies to provide solution and services to your organization. IS professional also who can integrate the values, the attitude, the professionalism, and the social responsibilities in IS practices. IS professional also should adapt the role as leaders by, as I mentioned just now, effectively communicating and collaborating with peers to develop scientific solution to solve complex IS issues. So IS issues, if you look at the internet, you have many example or many areas, some of which are mostly including what you call the security of your information, because a good company is a company that can guarantee all the information about maybe the customers, about your partner in business are secured. So that is part of PDPA, Personal Data Protection Act. IS professional also practice continual career development and entrepreneurial skill through lifelong learning and innovative management of emerging global information and resources. So as IS professional, you should be should be updated to the current information system. Um, okay, and the program any program outcome actually, as you can read here, apply IS knowledge and management sciences to provide business application solution to the organization. Of course, as IS expert, you should be able to actually design and lay out the information system model and framework for the organization. You should also be able to demonstrate social skill, communication skill, what we call soft skill. And of course, not forgetting about the high ethical values, accountabilities, and professionalism. Okay, effective communication, collaboration come once again. And then provide practical solution to IS issues. If, for example, your organization that you are working with is planning to expand or to increase their business quality and quantity, then you should advise what are the plan in terms of IT solution, in terms of security, in terms of the cost, in terms of the management, in terms of database management system that the organization should adopt. So you as the IS should be advising, should be proposing the solution to the organization. And manage information and resources. Information is power. Resources can be the staff, the salary, the IT facilities, the knowledge, the what we call pattern. Okay, some company may have pattern that they have filed, so that no one can actually try to copy or replicate your product or your innovation. Of course, at any time, you have to practice the entrepreneurial and good managerial skill. So, for your information, for IS, uh, okay, you have to achieve, or you have actually you have to take and pass at least a minimum of 123 credits hours. Uh, to give you an idea, uh, uh, most of the subject that you are going to take for this IS program maybe will be 3 credit hours or 4 credit hours, depending on the number of contacts and certain factors that you have fulfilled. So if you divide 123 by, I would say by 3, so roughly 41 subject that you have to take roughly. And this subject are subcategorized into some groups. As you can see here, this is what we call the national requirement. I guess 3 subjects roughly that you have to take and pass, 3 courses. We have also a few subjects that are categorized under UR or university requirement, 4 to 5 subjects or 4 to 5 courses. Core technology, for this core technology, you might be taking these courses together with the IT graduate IT program. So some of the courses are actually shared. And then CD for core discipline for IS, 35 credit hours. So roughly maybe 8 to 9 courses. And then you have what you call industrial internship for 14 credits. You have also to design, complete, and present your project towards your final year. So, and then based on the description earlier on, you have field elective. Field elective, let me recall, there are 4: data analytics, cybersecurity, enterprise system, and software quality. And for the minor elective, for IS, we have actually 3. The first one is corporate management, financial management, and international relation. So you have 3 minor elective. So in total, you have 123. So I guess pretty much that is what I would like to share with you all. Maybe if you have any question, maybe you can bring the question on.
Right, student, any
Okay.
question from our fellow audience with regards to the information system program? Any question? You want to know more about the structure, what we are expected to see? All right. I can see that we have several audience here. We have Chen Chong Ing, we have Mariam, we have Afifa Shamimi, we have Wardina. Do you have any question that you like to ask? You can leave it in the live Q&A, or you can also put in discussion forum. I'll address it to Mr. Jali. All right. Any question? Information system. Maybe you want to know what type of software is being used later. Yeah. You want to know some details about the job prospect they'll be having for you. Right? Oh, in discussion forum, I have one. Oh, welcome to all from Mr. Jalil. Okay, any question? Student, this is your opportunity. We have left with 6 minutes before we end our session. Right? And you want to know more? You want to discuss more? Okay, please. Do you have any question about information system? All right, Mr. Jelly, we have one question from Afifa. What are the difference between IS and IT? Maybe you can detail out what is the difference between IT and IS.
All right. Okay, by and large, IS is more to what you call business resource planning, where you have to manage what are the software, what are the hardware, um, for your organization you are working with, where IT is more technical part. Um, Normally you have like to develop program for your company or for your client, but mostly it's more technical. And IT is heavier in term of programming. IS is more to business model. So you are more to communicating, in term of business, in term of the design of the IT infrastructure, but not into detail. That is what I can say in general. Hope I answered that question.
You, Mr. Lee. All right, Afifa, I hope that that answer have given to you the right information and also the rough idea of different the difference between IT and IS. All right, any other question from our fellow audience? Yeah.
Welcome.
All right, Afifa said thank you, Mr. Jalil.
Yeah, welcome, Nur Afifa for posting the
Okay.
question.
Any other? Maybe we can have another last question from our audience. Do we have any question from Chen Chong Yi or Afifa, Shamimi or Miss Wardina? Do you have any question that you want to ask? Ah,
Maybe you can ask the question by using a microphone or maybe the chat window or
sorry,
discussion
Mr. Jalil, we
forum.
don't have any
Uh,
microphone. We basically have only chat forum for audience.
oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe Miss
Okay.
Jali, is it possible for you to leave your email to the students? They
Oh
want
yeah,
to know
no
more.
problem. I'm going to type my email. Would be it's my name GALE_Ahmad at utp.edu.my. My office phone number phone is 55. My office phone number is 0536874009, and I have also my personal phone number 47000769. So you can share my phone number.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Student, that is the contact details of our IS representative, right? Information system, Mr. Jali Ahmad. Should you have any other
Mhm.
question, you can address it through his email, or you can call his office extension, or you can might as well WhatsApp him. All right. Should you have
Yes.
any question,
Yes.
I think that's all from us, Mr. Jali. That is a very good
Okay. Thank
session,
you.
sharing session, very fruitful, and we do hope that our student have got the right information and the information needed. And thank you very much again. We do hope to see you again.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Jali.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Oh, sorry, you didn't hear me. Sorry. All right. So basically, we have ended our session, briefing session with academic from information system. Um, After this, you can join our closing session. They'll be talking about financial assistance by Mr. Shahrul. Right? You can go to the next room by clicking this stop right here. Back to timeline. Okay. Go to the next room, which is closing session by registry. Okay. See you at the next room. Please go to the next room. Closing session. Bye bye.